I recently had a call with a top agent who's writing close to $2 million only in his third year in real estate. It was very interesting to talk about how much marketing are people investing in real estate. And a lot of the rookie or newer people are putting no money back into real estate. And he's saying, look, I put $250,000 into my business every single year. And that's so valuable. That brings the leads. He's on 10 buses and things are just moving with his real estate business. And that's what I did in my first year. Sold my first home and I spent all my money back into real estate. I was paying associates. I was doing marketing, admin assistant. And that all helped me scale the business and build the brand. And over the second year, then I scaled it back. Okay, now I'm only putting 50% or 60% back in the business. And then the third year, okay, I'm only putting 40% back in the business. And then that was at 20% into the marketing side. As an agent, you really need to be reinvesting at least 20% of what you make back in the business. This could be with flyers, letters, Facebook ads. You kind of need to just target in one area and keep on hitting that marketing avenue. Because if you don't do that and you're only doing 20 phone calls a day, you're only going to speak to 10 people. That's only 10 outputs of contact. But if you're spending money, if you are doing, let's say 1,000 letters or 1,000 flyers every week, that's going to scale that business. So reinvesting in your real estate business, it is a business. It's not just, oh, I'm going to save money. It just doesn't work. So as a newer agent, I would recommend let's budget 20%, put that into your business. And the first things we want to be doing is choose a target area. Let's choose 2,000 houses and let's just focus on 2,000, 3,000 or 4,000 and just choose that. But we need to be consistent. We need to be mailing them. We need to either be door knocking them. We need to be listing properties in that area. And we need to target social media ads around that 2 to 4 kilometer radius continuously again and again and again. Because the more times people can see you as your content, the more they're going to want to call you. And real estate is an interesting game because everyone they can see thousands of agents all around. But when someone wants to sell, they're only going to choose 1 or 2 agents to come into their home. They fill up 2 or 3 agents and the rest of the agents have no market share in their mind. So we want to be number 1 or number 2 in their mind at all times. And how do we do that? Well, we're sending them the text, calls, emails. If they're a potential seller, I'd be sending them a text every week, minimum, maybe 2 texts a week. Because let's say we go through the whole year, maybe someone's called them 4 or 5 times, but you've sent them 52 text messages over the full year. You've nurtured them, you've built the relationship, and they're more likely to want to sell because they want to sell with you because you've built that emotional equity in the seller. So there we go. Text the people, call them, and do as much marketing as you can and try and do at least 20% minimum into your business.